Beware, these tiny habits are quietly destroying your feminine energy and confidence, leaving you powerless without you even realizing it. Meet Kelly. On the outside, Kelly had it all. The perfect job. The flawless wardrobe. A smile that could light up a room. But deep down, she was stuck in a constant battle between who she was expected to be and who she truly was. Kelly came from a family where women were meant to be seen, not heard. From a young age, she was taught that her worth came from being quiet, graceful, and pleasing others. Her culture placed immense value on women who were perfect in the eyes of others, submissive, compliant, always polite. Kelly was always praised for being the good girl, the one who did everything right, who kept the peace, who never rocked the boat. But behind that polished smile, Kelly was drowning. Every day felt like a performance, a constant act of saying yes when she wanted to say no, biting her tongue just to keep the peace, suppressing her true self to meet the expectations of others. People loved her for being strong, independent, and put together, but the truth was, she was slowly losing herself. Kelly would wake up with a tight chest, feeling anxious for reasons she couldn't explain. Her reflection in the mirror didn't match how she felt inside. She didn't feel beautiful. She didn't feel powerful. Most of all, she didn't feel feminine. And that lack of connection to her own energy was suffocating. Her relationships, whether romantic, friendships, or professional, felt like a series of battles. She was constantly seeking approval, dimming her light to make others comfortable, or trying to control every situation to feel like she had some grasp on her life. But the harder she tried, the further she felt from the woman she was meant to be. Then one night, after yet another soul-draining date where she felt invisible, she sat in her car, alone, exhausted, and emotionally drained. That's when it hit her. For the first time, she didn't ask herself, "What's wrong with me?" Instead, she asked, "What am I doing that's killing the woman I'm meant to be?" That question was the turning point. Radiant Rebels, if you've ever felt that weight on your chest, that quiet ache that tells you something isn't right, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about the 8 innocent habits that are secretly draining your feminine energy and confidence, habits that, like Kelly's, can sneak into your life without you even realizing it. These habits are subtle, hidden in plain sight, and they can slowly suffocate the most important parts of you, your femininity, your energy, your confidence. But once you recognize them, you'll never look at your life the same way again. So, stay with me. What you're about to learn might change everything. And if you resonated with Kelly's story, don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it and subscribe to join us on the path to reclaiming your power, your femininity, and your confidence. What is feminine energy? Quick overview. Feminine energy is often misunderstood, but in its essence, it's about being in tune with yourself and the world around you in a way that's empowering yet gentle. It's the energy of flow, intuition, creativity, and softness. It's not about being passive or weak, it's about embodying your true self with grace, authenticity, and confidence. When your feminine energy is strong, you can magnetize the things you desire: love, success, and inner peace. However, protecting this energy is key to maintaining your radiance. Once you lose touch with it, life can feel overwhelming and disconnected. That's why it's crucial to be aware of the habits that might unknowingly drain it. Habit 1: over-explaining yourself. We've all been there, feeling like we need to explain our every move just to make others understand us. Over-explaining is a silent killer of confidence and self-trust. Every time you feel the need to justify your decisions, you're sending a signal to yourself that you're unsure, insecure, or not worthy of trust. Feminine energy thrives in self-assurance, calm presence, and belief in yourself. When you feel confident in your choices, you don't need to convince anyone of your worth. Simply trust yourself, speak with intention, and allow your presence to do the talking. When you stop over-explaining, you create space for your energy to shine. Your words will be more powerful, your actions more aligned, and your self-esteem more intact. It's not about being perfect, it's about trusting that your thoughts, words, and actions are enough. Habit 2. Constantly being in hustle mode. Living in hustle mode constantly pushes you into a dominant masculine energy. It's about doing, proving, and achieving qualities that are important, but not sustainable without balance. Feminine energy thrives in balance, softness, and flow. When you're always in hustle mode, you miss out on the magic that happens when you allow yourself to be in the moment, to rest, and to feel the rhythm of life. We all need ambition and drive, but it's equally important to give yourself permission to relax, to trust the process, and to let things unfold naturally. Feminine energy is not about constantly working harder. It's about working smarter, with purpose, and allowing space for flow. When you balance your ambition with moments of stillness and self-care, you give yourself permission to reclaim your feminine energy and presence. Habit 3. Neglecting your appearance. How you take care of yourself reflects how much you value your own worth. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and forget to nurture your body and spirit. When you neglect your appearance, even in small ways, you start to neglect yourself. Feminine energy is deeply connected to self-respect and self-love, and how you present yourself is an outward reflection of how you feel on the inside. You don't need to be dressed up all the time, but taking the time each day to feel good in your skin, to nourish your body, and to wear what makes you feel confident is essential for keeping your feminine energy strong. Feminine energy shows up in how you carry yourself, in how you feel in your body, and how you express yourself through your appearance. Even the smallest acts of self-care can help you reclaim your radiance and feel more connected to your true self. Habit 4. People-pleasing and over-apologizing. People-pleasing is a silent killer of feminine energy. When you're constantly shrinking yourself to please others, you lose touch with your own needs and desires. Over-apologizing is a sign that you don't believe you deserve to take up space or to have your boundaries respected. But, radiant rebels, your energy is precious, and it's meant to be protected. By setting firm boundaries and learning to say no when needed, you reclaim your power. You stop shrinking, stop apologizing for existing, and start showing up for yourself. Reclaiming your radiance means understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be everything to everyone without losing yourself. So, stand firm in who you are, honor your needs, and give yourself permission to take up space. Habit 5. Talking too much to be understood. Feminine energy is magnetic. It draws people in without effort. But, when you're constantly talking to make yourself understood, you're giving away your power. You're over-explaining, over-justifying, and seeking validation through words. Feminine energy is the art of speaking with intention and sitting in silence. It's knowing that you don't have to say everything to be heard. When you learn to pause, to let silence speak, you become magnetic. People will be drawn to your calm presence and your ability to let your energy speak louder than your words. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is sit in silence and allow your aura to do the work for you. Habit 6. consuming low vibrational content. What you consume directly impacts your energy. Gossip, negativity, drama, and toxic media are like energy leeches. They suck the life out of your feminine power. When you allow these things into your mind, you're lowering your vibration and allowing external negativity to disrupt your inner peace. To protect your glow, you must curate what you consume. Seek out uplifting, inspiring, and empowering content that makes you feel good. Whether it's books, podcasts, or social media accounts, choose wisely. Protect your peace, and your feminine energy will thrive. Habit 7. Ignoring your emotions. Feminine energy is deeply connected to emotional intelligence. It's about being in touch with your feelings, understanding them, and using them as a guide. When you suppress or ignore your emotions, you disconnect from your inner wisdom. Feminine energy isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about embracing it and using it to grow stronger. When you allow yourself to feel, you open the door to your intuition and inner strength. Embrace your emotions, process them, and let them guide you. Your feelings are not weaknesses, they are your superpower. By honoring them, you align with your true self and your feminine energy. Habit 8. Always needing to control everything. Control is the antithesis of feminine energy. It's about resistance, rigidity, and trying to force things to happen. But feminine energy thrives in surrender. It's about trusting the process, letting go, and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you try to control everything, you kill the flow that is essential to feminine energy. Surrender doesn't mean giving up, it means trusting that life will unfold as it should. Learning to let go of control is an act of strength. It's a sign that you trust yourself, trust the process, and trust that things are happening exactly as they're meant to. To quickly recap, the 8 habits draining your feminine energy are over-explaining, constantly hustling, neglecting your appearance, people-pleasing, talking too much, consuming low-vibrational content, ignoring your emotions, and trying to control everything. Radiant Rebels, which one of these habits surprised you the most? Are you unintentionally doing any of these? Remember, awareness is the first step to change. Now that you know, it's time to take control of your energy and start protecting your feminine power. If you found this helpful, tap like and share this video with a friend who needs this energy shift. Let's spread this power together, help others protect their feminine energy and reclaim their confidence.